And we're live, sort of. Well, we're live because it says on my phone, you're live. But you guys will not be able to see me until tomorrow. Now, it seems like when I do live streams, the first 2 minutes is like glitchy and then it clears up. So give it a chance to clear up. I'm going to be speaking very quickly on macros because I'm about to do a live stream on my Facebook page, which is Stephanie the Business Person. That's a free Facebook fan page. And if you guys want to join my Instagram, I am Stephanie Ketogenic because I'm going to go live more often there where you guys can ask questions. But for now, and I'll still do live streaming here, but I will just half like this and half live like you get me live. So keto macros are pretty simple. You essentially want to have your 80% fat, your 15% protein, and your 5% carbohydrates. And you want your carbohydrates to be coming from cruciferous vegetables, mainly your proteins to be fatty, and your fats to come mainly from animal fat. So you don't just do 80-15-5, you got to do 80-15-5, meaning that to understand those percentages, you want to start with 200 grams of fat. Now, I did a consultation with a woman the other day. Yes, I do consultations, so you can sign up at stephanieperson.com, and also I have a keto course membership. It's $15 a month, which is super cheap, but super knowledgeable, and that you also sign up at stephanieperson.com. Now, macros. The reason why I came up with this 80-15-5 and also starting at 200 grams of fat is because people were not adapting when they had their fat under 200 grams, and that's if you're 4'11", us over 6 feet. Now those are rough ranges as far as height goes, and age and activity level and lean mass and all this, but it's a rough guide to help you understand that when the fats are low, your ketones are low. Now, it's very easy. If you guys want to understand what 200 grams of fat looks like, then we'll start with a tablespoon. So 12 of these boop, 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 does not even put you at 200 grams. That puts you around 167 grams of fat. A tablespoon is about 14 grams of fat. So I should go get my butter so you guys can see. But a block of butter is about a block of Kerrygold, which I know is corn finished, but I'm not talking about that. A block of Kerrygold is about 227 grams of fat. It's very accessible for people to get grass-fed, corn-finished Kerrygold, so I'll just use that as the example. Now, so I choose to eat literally a block of Kerrygold a day, 227 grams of fat. Then on top of that, I'm having a whole avocado, which has about 30 grams of fat. For a Hass avocado, I have half in the morning, half later in the day. Now, on top of that, I'll have some liver, right? And, or I'll have salmon, or I'll have sardines, or I'll have lamb chops, or pork jowl, or a pork belly, bacon, egg yolks, and then with you, when you take these fatty proteins, I'm gonna push up my fat probably per meal, at least, y'all, at least around another 18 grams of fat per meal, depending on how fatty the meat is. Now, pork belly is going to be super fatty, and like chicken thighs and wings are, well, they're pretty, well, a chicken wing is going to be fattier than a chicken thigh, but if I use a thigh as an example, then it's not going to be as fatty as pork belly. So these are the things that you have to factor in, but at any rate, y'all, I'm over 200 easy every day. Now, I will do a guided day in the life of my eating because what I can do after doing this stuff for 11 years, and I keep having to remind you guys that I'm 51, now on my way to be 52, because a lot of people meet me and they think I'm in my 30s, and as you guys can see, I've been doing keto. I'm in a workout top and outfit. Number one, because it just came from the gym. But number two, because I want a catalog of you guys seeing old videos when I was 45 or 44 or 43, and now I'm 51, and you can see that my body just keeps getting better over time. Yeah, so this is the business at 51. Now, and I've been doing Keto Strict, no refeeds, and I'll go more into videos about no refeeding and why. Essentially, you are going to be ketotic or not. Now, a lot of people are afraid to do keto, strict keto, for the long term without refeeds because they think it's dangerous, but that's because they don't know. They don't test out the macros not sort of like I do, because I've been working with thousands of people over the years with glucometers. So that's the reason why I title my videos like thyroid and adrenal, or the subjects are about the gut and about enzymes and bacteria missing, and people having issues with their reproductive hormones, with hypoglycemia, physiological insulin resistance rebound, like a lot of autoimmunity, these poor sleep, gut issues, skin issues, menstrual issues, men with your low testosterone. So when you're constantly talking about these subjects with people, you're going to learn something through osmosis. So I'm very much of an autodidact learner. But with that said, at least get yourself up to 200 grams of fat in the beginning. So today I had a consultation with a woman. She's like, I have like a teaspoon of butter in my breakfast. I'm like, hun, we're going to have to add 3 of these. That's 45 grams of fat around, okay? And that's a tablespoon. We're not going to do a little teaspoon, because working with people in glucometers, you can literally see that when their fats are low, their ketones they're so bad. And that's a blood glucometer. People use a urine strip. They're like, look, I mean, ketones turned purple. And I'm like, actually, you're losing ketones. If you actually use the blood glucometer, you can see that your ketones, your blood ketones, I'm not talking about urine, are quite low. So with that said, it's pretty easy to just go 1, 2, 3 on a plate. If you're doing a fatty tea, where's my water? Okay, I don't have my water in front of me. It's easy, just a fatty. People are like, what's a fatty tea? And I'm like, an herbal tea. Yes. And it's so interesting because a woman said today, there's nitrates in celery. And I was like, that's, yes, cruciferous vegetables have nitrates, but it's that powdered celery that's the problem. But I digress. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 on the plate. I don't count the cooking process, and I don't count coconut oil or MCT oil anymore as a keto fat. If you go back to my video catalog, you will see that I did count these fats, but people's ketones were so bad on coconut oil. But coconut oil is great for the lauric acid, so that could be an addition just for the lauric acid, antimicrobial benefits. But ketotic, animal fat, duck fat, goose fat, well, those aren't the main fats. It's actually butter if you don't have a problem with the whey and casein, lard, and beef tallow are the main ones. So when it comes to your vegetables, a cup is about a loose hand of raw, right? Bloop. Now I'm suggesting that people do at least 1 cup. You could go up to 3 if you don't have histamine or any type of leaky gut or any issues with the anti-nutrients. But at the end of the day, the carnivore diet has affected the way I coach people with the amount of vegetables that they would require or want. And I'd say just do a cup per meal, measured raw, loose hand, for those who are in Europe who use only grams. And so 1 tablespoon, that is 14 grams, 14 to 15. And when it comes to your meats, it's 2 to 3 ounces. Now, 2 ounces is about 50 grams in weight for the Europeans. 3 ounces is about 75 grams. 4 is about 100. 5 ounces is about 125 grams. So I like to keep men between 4 and 5 ounces of protein per meal, not per day. And for women, it is 2 to 3, and this is measured cooked. So on Dr. Oz, I said 2 to 3, and I said, oh, like this, but it's really about this much of the thickness, because it would have been like the thickness up here at the top of the hand if you're praying, but it's actually here, the thickness here. And then that's how you could tell. So like a 3 ounce patty is about that much, which is about 3 fingers worth, as you can see, right? 4 ounces is going to be about that size, right? 3 ounces, 2 ounces, 4 ounces, 5 ounces. And I'll go more into the details of the amounts and why, and the amount of protein total for the day and per meal. But for now, I got to go live on my Facebook channel. Don't forget, if you want a consultation, go to stephanieperson.com. Girl knows what she's doing. Boop. And, or you can go to my Facebook, you can sign up for my keto course, or you can go to my Facebook fan page, Stephanie the Business Person, or to my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic. I know, too many names. I messed up. I'm not a millennial. Peace out.